Hello and welcome back to Sonic 06, Part 56, and Mephiles is melting.
Well, that's kind of what happens when you leave the devil out on the sun for a year and a half.
Because his heart is made of ice. Return to the ice wand from which you had arisen.
And then the Scepter of Darkness is destroyed by Mephiles.
Sure,
It's destroyed.
Horrible spacing.
Oh yeah. They didn't do anything right.
Absorb your power.
I learned that the hard way.
What may have worked 10 years ago no longer does.
You know, like your spine as you clearly had to twist it an additional time around.
The old twisted neck behind the back cliche. Linda Blair, we meet again.
Don't bring up Linda Blair, dude, man. The stairway scene from Exorcist, despite it being a total of 4 fucking seconds, has always creeped me the fuck out.
We are glad that it does, because only in the world of God, Satan, and mouthless talking weird cell minions do we find true horror and faith.
Mephiles has very little faith, though.
It's futile. The world will betray.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have faith in anything.
Why risk your life for those who will persecute you later?
Because I'm Shadow the Hedgehog.
Chooses to become my enemy, I will fight like I always have.
With my fangins, I'll sink my teeth into all of you.
And Chaos Control is now officially something that that Shadow the Hedgehog can do as well.
Can't touch this. Stop. Shadow time.
And here are the credits for the best story sequence in the game.
Yeah, Shadow's badass. Look at all this silver. All these orange sparks. Looking like wintertime gonna destroy Santa's workshop.
This is actually a pretty kicking track. That's why it's the All Hell Shadow mix from Crush 40.
Of course, yes. Because Crush is quite inappropriate name for the artist. All Hail Shadow. But the Shadow story, definitely one of the more interesting stories because of Mephiles. He was here.
Well, specifically because we get all of Mephiles' backstory and all of what's actually going on in Shadow story. Silver story is a story about the morality of murder, and Sonic story is I'm gonna be Mario for 2 hours.
It's me, Sonic. Oh, suddenly thinking mustachioed Sonic wearing Mario overalls and cap.
I think that might actually be a costume in Sonic Forces.
I would not be surprised.
It came out in the interim between when we were recording this.
Oh yeah, speaking of interim, it took me a really long time to finally get through the rest of this game. That's why I wanted to bring up Shadow's fighting style, for instance. Very cool. I like that he can control time, space, position, and be able to go and make enemy health bars vanish, and people fall over like sacks of sausage. But
Sonic does it better, though.
He does do it better because it's fast, because it's over immediately, and you do not use time. As we will learn later, is that
best moment in the game right there.
The amount of time it takes for Shadow to actually dispatch his foes has serious consequences when giving a time constraint.
Yep. In a book, it's called Foreshadowing, folks.
Foreshadow.
Okay, whereas in this game, it's called Foreshadowing. I am terrible with the puns, and I apologize to everyone,
dude,
especially to me. So there.
These puns amuse me.
Everything that's not your friend.
Not my friend. And of course,
This is a kick-ass track, though.
of course, I must also acknowledge that Shadow, although a badass, is horribly ironic when he falls into a pit due to the player or the game's own stupidity.
Yeah, he screams no very loudly.
No! Falling into a pit. No! Missed the homing attack. No!
Knocked backward by a shockwave move. Ouch.
Oh, no. Wait, no, that's Leon. Sorry. Although, in a way, Leon S. Kennedy is a pretty good analogy for Shadow, whereas Chris Redfield would be analogous to Sonic the Hedgehog. Help me now. Epic B minor rock.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Edema's Immortal, honestly.
I hope it does.
Although Edema's Immortal predates this by a good, 2-3 years?
So that would place Edema's Immortal at 2003?
Yeah, because Edema's Immortal was used as a promo song for Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and the CG 3D fight trailer for Scorpion specifically.
You can't kill me, I'm immortal. Immortal. Oh my god, dude, that brings back memories. I am now totally nostalgic and stuff. Which leads me to my next question. Planning recordings within recordings. Would you like to do Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance?
I can't do Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance because the story mode is the tutorial sessions, and the tutorial sessions in Deadly Alliance are good up until Mission 5 with every character. Then they get overly convoluted and impossible.
Ha 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 ha. Flawless victory.
The only thing from Deadly Alliance that I would like to show off, honestly, is probably an arcade run with Scorpion. Although honestly, I actually prefer playing as Reptile in Deadly Alliance.
I remember, so his name started with an M. He used like the hook swords.
Yes. That's oh come on.
Duh. Two tongues and no brain. They're all tied.
But he was the secret leader of the Red Dragon.
That's right. Yeah. So you
His
know what?
subordinate is Su-Hao.
So that guy I used to kill Moloch all the time.
Yeah, mostly because he had his 2-hit with the hook swords actually knocked Moloch back long enough and did a small bleed effect.
Hell yeah.
He was the only one in the game that actually had a DOT. I don't even think Reptile's poison was actually DOT.
I digress, though. Is that I hope we have learned a valuable lesson both through Deadly Alliance, which we have not played, and Sonic 06, which we had mostly played, is that algorithms will save your time and your sanity.
But Sonic 06 will spit on both of these things.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sonic 06 will teach you many lessons, especially how to be patient with irrefutable bullshit.
Now, mostly by punishing you for not being patient.
Yes. Or maybe humble and patient. That
Humility.
it's called humility. Streetlight Manifesto. Words on screen.
Marlon Grant, you did not do your job.
I would be paying more attention to the credits if this was not the third time we heard his world.
That's right, they play his world for each of the damn credits. That means they play his world twice for Sonic's currency.
Yes! They play it twice. They play it a total of 4 times at least.
Dolby Digital, at least, yeah, the soundtrack in Sonic 06 is actually pretty good, all things considered. And I do actually really enjoy Shadow's story. I actually like the story in general in Sonic 06. But, my god, Sonic's story is pointless, Silver's story is meaningless, and Shadow's story has got all the backstory and the best moment.
It is true that Sonic's story is largely superfluous because every other perspective can fill in the gaps that he wouldn't otherwise provide himself. That's quite humorous to me. You see, this game cannot justify its wasting your time once again.
Presented by these fucks.
Presented by Fucked Up. And in the next part, now that we have completed 1, 2, and 3 campaigns, after we save the game for the love of Jesus Christ, we are going to begin the final episode. Thanks to our success. Stay tuned.
And of course, it doesn't carry over lives like a bitch.